You're watching Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. I'm John Tobacco. Right here in New York, we are under siege with one of the most progressive mayors we've ever had, and one of the most progressive governors I can remember in a long time. But there are some really good, moderate Democrats out there who care about this country and care about faith, and one of them is my good friend Fernando Cabrera, who joins us today. Councilman, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
He's a New York City councilman, but we have a shared goal of making AOC bartend again, as he has announced formally that he's going to be running against Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez in New York's 14th congressional district, or that may change, but you're going after her. I feel like she's almost, her and the squad are wagging the dog. They're really running the Democratic Party right now. And she's done a lot of crazy things lately, hasn't she?
She has. Actually, she's having a double standard. We see that she was criticizing all of the Democrats and Republicans, and they had a super PAC, and she just announced that she's going to have a super PAC. She criticized every elected official that they were not purists because they had taken money from millionaires or billionaires, and we just found out that she took money from billionaires. The fact is, she can't seem to make up her mind. She has double standards. One thing I am glad about, John, is that the other day I came against the way the air train is coming right here in New York City, and she followed my lead. So maybe she's waking up a little bit. She's waking up a little bit, and she tried to take credit for taking a stand. But we're going to have a hearing on the New York City Council to make sure that we do the right thing.
Well, Frankie and I reported just last week that she also decided that she's not going to make her traditional contributions to the Democratic National Campaign Committee. She's going lone wolf, and she wants to make her own donations. This is another sign that she's not for the party, but she's for herself.
She's not for her party. The fact is that she's an extreme socialist. She said the other day that if her and Biden were in another country, she wouldn't be in the same party. The fact is, she's not a team player. She's very contentious. She's running people against just about every Congress person right here in New York City, and state and assembly races. She's not a team player, and she'll never going to be able to pass. As a result of that, she's never going to be able to pass one bill. She's never going to be able to get funding into our district, and this is why I'm running. We need true representation. We need a true leader that is able to bring a team together to move forward a common sense agenda that is going to benefit everyone.
Councilman, I know that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has endorsed Bernie Sanders for president. I know that you have not. Have you made any decision as to whom you will support for the presidential election?
I have not as of yet. I'm looking at the field. I want to see a little bit more as to who can bring forth fiscal responsibilities, going to be able to talk about the social issues that matter. As you know, I'm a moderate to conservative side, and so we need somebody, and that's hard to find within my party, so this is why my hesitation.
Let me also ask you, she's come under some fire for getting a dog, of all things. She chose, instead of adopting a mutt or saving a dog from a shelter that would otherwise be executed, she chose to spend a lot of money on a purebred French bulldog. In your view, does this show a little bit of hypocrisy on the part of the Congresswoman?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, it was PETA that went after her, the animal rights advocates right here in New York City. They were livid about that. And, you know, it's one thing to say, hey, this is what I believe. Another thing is to be consistent within your views, and the fact is that she's not consistent.
All right. Well, Fernando Cabrera, I want to thank you so much. You just shot out of some budget meetings with the city council right here. We're just a couple of blocks from City Hall.
And the mayor's office.
And the mayor's office, and everyone was in there. We should get Jay Goldman over here, maybe chief of staff to the speaker, and get some inside information on what's happening there. But thank you for always taking some time for us.
Thank you.
For you watching at home, in New York, Republicans are outnumbered big. Okay, so it's hard for a Republican to take down Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, but a good, moderate, thoughtful Democrat like this, he can do the job too. Thank you so much, Fernando, for joining us. Thank you for being there through hour 2. We're going to come back right after this. Frank's going to correct all the mistakes I made in today's show in the WTF. What's the facts? Right after this.